In today's video, I'm going to do some tidy up in some of the areas in our home, and also I'm going to share with you how I clean my home with all natural homemade cleaners that are easier on the budget and is much better for our health. Okay, so I'm really trying to figuring out how to make this more efficient. So I can still reach for that. Oh, good. So I have these ones. These are the same size. So I'm going to try to squeeze them in so they can be all in same place.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you lie to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing.
I have a few things on my list for today that must be done, and all the rest is gonna be something that I'm just going with the flow, whatever I see. I mean, this is usually how it turns out when I'm doing something that reminds me of something else. It's kind of like the story when you give a pancake to a pig and then it wants something else too. So this is how I'm going to roll today. I'm going to tidy up a few areas and drawers, but first I had to do the fireplace. I had to clean that. That's ended up on my must-do weekly list, and I'm trying to figuring out something that is a little bit more efficient, so I might have to do this more often, and it may be going to be less work that way. I'm still figuring that out.
It feels like it's been forever.
Gathering the laundry, and I'm going to switch out the towels to a clean one, and I'm going to use these metal clips to secure them on the hooks. So today Joat and Cole is working on a big project in the laundry room, so they're going to move and replace the door, and meanwhile Max and we are going to gather in the kitchen and we're going to cook a spaghetti, or more like he's going to do it. I'm just there to help him if he needs to find something and he can't, and meanwhile I'm just going to clean the kitchen. That's another spot that I'm going to work on today. One of the today's goal, I wanna use up all my all-purpose cleaner because I wanna make a new one that has more like a Christmassy smell, which I will share later on in this video. But until I get to the bottom of this bottle, I'm going to just clean whatever I see. We are after lunch, so I'm continuing with the work, and this all-purpose cleaner works very well on most of the surface, and these cabinets are from IKEA and it's fairly easy to clean. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a feedback as you followed along our remada, and this is the second time we use the IKEA furnitures, and they're just very easy to clean. So as I started to cut up the pumpkin, I realized I have to put away the leftover. Then I realized I need to tidy up the drawer because I couldn't locate the lid. Then I realized I need to wipe out the refrigerator. So see, this is how it goes. I'm pretty sure most of you can relate to that. It's just one thing reminds you for the next one that you have to do. So that's another project that I was procrastinating. This pumpkin, this is from the Halloween time, so we didn't carve that much this year. My boy's just not into that much, so I'm just going to cut it up and bake it, and I'm not going to take out all the seeds. I'm just going to bake it as is, because once it's baked it's so much easier to take out all those parts that you don't want to have in there. And once it's baked, I'm going to add a little bit of water, put it into the Vitamix, and I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to have a pumpkin puree for baking. Okay, I'm getting back to that drawer that caused me a little confusion. I couldn't locate the lid, so I'm going to fix that. And this is the area where I like to keep all the things that are on the go. We have food allergies, so we always pack food, but it's also a cheaper way. We save a lot of money that way, that we never buy food outside. We just take whatever we pack from home. Generally speaking, about the organizing, how I organize my kitchen, basically I just created zones. Wherever we do things, that's what goes into the drawer. So this is where the area that is the closest to put water in the bottle, and when we take out things from the refrigerator, this is nearby as well, so it's very easy to pack food. The next area, the next complicated area, that would be under the sink. So today I want to fit in there other things as what we already have in here, so I might have to move around things. But first of all, I want to put all the alike items into one box, so at least I'm getting a good idea how much I have for each item. For example, like this pods for the dishwasher. Yeah, and I find the fractionated coconut oil that reminded me actually to clean the stainless steel later on. And the other one is the bags for the garbage can. So I reuse the bags, whatever we have to purchase in bags, I use those as a garbage bag. So we haven't had to purchase that for over a decade, and I'm going to organize that a little bit, because everybody who uses something, for example it's a tortilla chips or something, and there's a bag that we want to save, they just toss it under the sink. So once in a while I have to go in there and I just fold them into this box. As I said earlier, Jolt was working on this room, so they replaced and moved the door with core, and he also had to move some switches, so he had to turn off the power for a while, so that's why I couldn't turn on my washing machine, but now it's back. They are done with that part of the project, but because of that they left some mess behind, so I'm just vacuuming up. So make sure once I'm going to put everything into the dryer, and sometimes I always drop clothing on the the floor, so make sure they are clean enough so they don't get dirty again. Oh, and by the way guys, I used the wrong charger for the vacuum cleaner, that's why it didn't work, and now I figured that out. I'm able to use my vacuum cleaner again. Now I am back to organizing again the under the sink area, and my goal is to fit somehow the compost bin and the dish where we put the chicken food. So that's why we are able to get away with the small garbage can, because the most of the waste goes into either to the chickens or to the compost bin, but I had to create a space for that. Ideally, I want to have a same bucket, but I got this from Muji and it's not anytime I'm gonna go back there to buy a bucket, but I love this bucket because it has a lid and it's very easy to take it out. So for now I just find something that works because it has a lid, and it's all looking much better. If you want a really clean looking stainless steel, so what I like to do first, I clean it well, and then I'm going to use some fractionated coconut oil, and then after I'm going to just wipe it off with a big kitchen towel. I use a big one because it just goes faster that way, and I just polish it with that, and it's going to look like a brand new. I'm gonna do the same with this refrigerator. So first I'm just going to clean it very well. So I'm just going to wipe off all the handles and just on the sides as we open. Don't forget that area.
But I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. You say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the
I'm wiping off a little bit this area because well, a few days ago I put something into the freezer that was still dripping, so this is what I'm cleaning up. But on the other hand, here's a feedback about this vacuum seal pack, which you can find in my Amazon store. I still stick to that organizing because it works so well. I get to see what's the food that I have, how much I have, and also it's very easy to seal and I can reuse them.
I think I've waited all these years for you right here. But how will I ever know if you go?
So basically, to simplify, it only needs 3 steps. The first, when you clean it, the second one, when you apply the oil, and the third one, when you polish it, when you basically just wipe off the excessive oil, and that will make it sparkly, shiny, clean.
But I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't.
Since Joat is done with this messy part of the project, I'm going to bring back all the stuff that I had on the shelf. I took them down, so I don't need to clean them after. I'm just realizing the dust somewhere else. So I'm bringing back the things that belongs on this shelf, and also I'm going to do a little bit of a more deeper cleaning in this area. It's been a while I cleaned that shelf, and also since Joat did this project, there's probably lots of dust that is sitting on it. For laundry detergent, I like to use the Charlie's soap. I've been using it for, I would say, maybe 13 years at least, for that long. And I have some OxyClean for the white ones, and I like to boost the loads with some baking soda that I mixed with some lemon essential oil. And I have some iron that I put up here, but the rest of the baskets are empty because I like to grab something on the go as I go to the car, and I just love baskets. They are very practical. I can put things in there and they don't really tip over in the car as you drive, and I have an easy access to see what I have. So usually if I take some food or extra shirts or something, I just grab one of these baskets, or even if I go to the garden, it's on my way as I go out on that door, so it just makes sense for me to keep these baskets here. I really love these washing machines, don't get me wrong, but each time I'm getting near to it, I push something on it because you just only have to touch it. So sometimes if I just lean towards to the washing machine, I can turn on or off something, so I need to be careful. One of the best part if you make your cleaner at home, well, basically you can create it from scents, so it doesn't cost a lot of money, but also I can play around with the smells, so that makes it a little bit more fun. And I'm creating now with some balsamic fir and Douglas fir and orange and ginger essential oils, some Christmassy smell, so that way the cleaning is gonna be a little bit more fun. These chairs are being used a lot, so I'm going to give them a quick wipe with the new homemade cleaner, so the whole kitchen will smell like Christmas. The highest traffic is definitely in the kitchen, so this is where most of the cleaning is happening during the day. It just never ends. There's always something to clean, either something in the sink or the floor. The door opening that we actually created now and we moved and replaced, it's working so nice already. So as you saw, Cole was coming in and I wasn't hit in the back. So usually, so it was opening from the other side and it was closer. So I always had to yell stop when somebody was coming in, but it was always too late because everybody comes in fast in this family like a little train. So I'm really glad this door is fixed already and is functioning better now. But of course we still have to paint that, and also you can see the line on the wall, so we have to fix that as well, put some texture on the wall and finishing the framing and all. So there's a lot more to that, but also I have so many vlogs on how we remodel this house, so if you want to look for that, I have a bunch of videos, and mostly the vlogs, they always include some kind of home projects or remodeling. So one of the upcoming vlog will include that one as well. Folding on the ironing board is way easier than anywhere else. I just love this method. I can just adjust the height and it's not slippery, and for that it's way easier to fold everything there. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate your time. Are you excited for the upcoming Christmas season? Because I am. I am getting ready with lots of baking, cooking and wrapping presents, and just more on this topic you can find some in my vlogs. And if you want more cleaning inspiration, I have a whole entire playlist that you can just click on, so it will constantly playing all my videos. Thank you so much again for being here, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!